Hi, good evening, everyone. Give 1 second. Cool. Okay, so by now, almost all of you must have seen the news ki IGDR first list is released now, right? And all of you must have also gone through the applications that are that they are accepting for this particular year. Okay, 1 second, just okay, cool. Okay. So, overall, first of all, let's go through all the information which IGDR has shared today. Okay. Considering last week, like almost like this week itself, they confirmed the interview stage won't be there, right? That was pretty confirmed. Then the subsequent step was supposed to be releasing of the first merit list or the first list of students who would be appearing, who would be getting opportunity to accept the admission according to the final results. Okay. So step by step chalte hain, right? So this is the admission homepage for IGDR, right? So before I move straight forward to the selected list, let me just go through the another document that IGDR has shared. Okay. So this is the another notice, important notice shared by IGDR on 31st of May, right? And why this is very important, especially not only for the students who are going to accept or reject the admission, but also for the students who are kind of in the waiting list and will rely on how the first 50 students act on the proposal of the admissions. Okay. So let's go through the very first point, which says the admission or the offer letter. So this is the offer letter for the admission for the first merit list will be emailed to you by 3rd of June. ठीक है. अब एक glimpse ले लेते हैं छोटा सा कि how the list actually looks like. ठीक है. So overall, like I told you in the earlier session as well, कि IGDR का batch size is of 50 students. ठीक है. That is inclusive of all the category of students. ठीक है. Overall, the batch size is of 50 students. So अगर आप यहाँ पे first list में नाम देखोगे तो serial number goes up to around 50 students only. ठीक है. दूसरी चीज, the other particular that they have mentioned is nothing but your application number, right? Some of you might not even remember your application number as well, but of course now you can just go through your application number, do Control F and search, or you can do it manually as well. That's fine, right? So the point of discussion over here is ki what exactly is the cutoff in the very first list. क्या ये कट ऑफ इज एट अराउंड 230 240 या ये कट ऑफ इज अराउंड 250 प्लस. ठीक है. एक आइडिया विच आई कैन गिव यू राइट नाउ इज कि इवन एट अराउंड 240 मार्क्स, एट अराउंड 240 240 प्लस, मतलब 240 के आसपास वाले बच्चों को भी अभी इस लिस्ट में नाम नहीं आया है. सो अप्रोक्सीमेट नंबर इज 242 समथिंग. तो बेसिकली मिनिमम जो कट ऑफ गया है दैट इज एटलीस्ट अबव 242 प्लस. और अगर किसी बच्चे का इसका हायर नंबर है तो यू कैन पुट इट इन द कमेंट सेक्शन कि माय रैंक इज लेट्स से 249 or 252. Sorry, my marks are 249 252 and I can't see my application number over here. So that way the cutoff would be ending at around that particular number. तो अगर ऐसा कुछ भी है, like if you feel I have scored 260 marks, ठीक है, for example I have scored 260 marks, लेकिन इस लिस्ट में मेरा नाम कहीं पे भी नहीं है, which means that the very first cutoff is even above 260, which exactly I don't think so, but it is at least above 245 250 के आसपास the first cutoff number is at least, because I know कि 240 वाले बच्चे को तो नहीं मिला है अभी तक. ठीक है. But that I'm talking about the general category. ठीक है. So maybe the cutoff might differ depending upon different categories as well. ठीक है. Now that we are talking about the number of seats and the number of seats available in each category, let me also just open the brochure, the prospectus of theirs, so that it's easier for you to understand ki boss, these many seats are there and the fight is among those. So Manjari says, sir, I got 245 and I can't see my application number. So thank you, Manjari, for confirming it, first of all. So with this, we can confirm ki at least 245 marks pe bhi in the very first merit list, student haven't received the proposal or the offer of admission. So that is the number. Okay, Priyansh says 246. So the bar goes even higher. So the bar has gone to 246 now, that even at 246, students are not getting admission. Okay. So one of our student just pinged and she got into IGDR. Great, great. Okay, she got into IGDR and that's her application number. Great. ठीक है, so it's 19. Okay, cool. ठीक है. Thank you. I'll just discuss with her maybe right after the session. So at least till 246, we don't have admission in the very first list, right? One second. Okay. So 246 is that number. So I can think at least it's 250 above. जो पहली cut off में for IGDR, the number they are looking at is 250 plus marks. ठीक है. So these are the number of. Okay, okay. She got 256. Okay, okay. So let's pause a bit. ठीक है. And I'll give you straight away basic numbers और उसके ऊपर you can build upon that. ठीक है. पहली चीज that at 256 marks, 256 mark, student, at least in the serial number, the student is ranked at 19th position at 256 marks. ठीक है. I am not talking about any category or anything. Depending upon student, number of students filled are according to that. जैसे for example, अगर आप यहाँ पे जाओगे, like I mentioned, total 50 seats. Different categories have different number of seats, right? तो यहाँ पे जो नंबर दिया हुआ है, serial number 1 2 3. So I'm not sure about the exact किस उसमें दिया रैंकिंग वाइज या बिकॉज दे हैव मेंशन्ड सीरियल नंबर दैट्स इट सो दैट डजंट गिव यू ट्रू पिक्चर सो 256 मार्क्स पे इफ अ स्टूडेंट इज एट 19th पोजीशन then I'm assuming that at least by the time you go to 50th it will be around 250 plus. ठीक है. So I guess Rudra, the merit list is at the home page of IGDR. एडमिशन सेक्शन पे आप जाओगे वहां मिल जाएगा. ठीक है. तो अगर आप में से कोई भी स्टूडेंट है who has received that offer, whose name is there in the first merit list, or if you could tell us कि आपका कौन सा पोजीशन पे है, then आप कमेंट सेक्शन में पिन कर सकते हो. ठीक है. So at 256, the serial number, and I'll call it serial number itself, no ranking or something, serial number 19th you are getting. So accordingly we can see कि कट ऑफ कहाँ तक जा सकता है और एग्जैक्टली कहाँ तक. आई फील एटलीस्ट इट इज 250 प्लस. 250 plus is the number, and above students 250 plus students are getting admission in the very first merit list. So that's the point. So they are going for all the top students, 250 plus students as their batch students. IGDR is going for that approach. ठीक है. That remains to be seen कि जो भी बच्चे हैं वो कौन सा इंस्टीट्यूशन चूज करेंगे. अकॉर्डिंगली दे विल एक्सेप्ट और रिजेक्ट द ऑफर और द प्रपोजल फ्रॉम IGDR, एंड सब्सिक्वेंटली द कट ऑफ्स विल गो कम डाउन. लेकिन स्टिल इन एनी केस सिनेरियो आई डोंट सी IGDR going beyond less than 230 ka mark. No way. If they have started at a very high end, they can't go lower than 230 or even 235 ka number. Okay, great. So Shravan says he got 249 and He's there as serial number 24. Okay. So I guess the category-wise bifurcation is not there. So you might not get a true picture exactly कि किस category में कितना cut off गया है, general में कितना गया है, SC, ST में कितना गया है, and so on. So that remains to be seen, right? So that is one thing. But अगर हम एक sequential order में जाएं, तो at 24th number, like Shravan says in the comment section, he got 249 and he's there at the 24th number. ठीक है? So I guess Priyansh got 246 and Manjari got 245. तो मोस्ट लाइकली मोस्ट डेफिनेटली अगर यहाँ नहीं होता तो सेकेंड लिस्ट में हो जाएगा बिकॉज आई बिलीव कि मेनी स्टूडेंट माइट प्रेफर डी स्कूल ओवर IGDR. दैट्स अ बेसिक टेंडेंसी. Won't go into the debate as to which is good, which is not, what are the pros and cons. That's for some another day. But there are many students who will definitely choose DSC over IGDR. So there will be seats which will remain vacant and subsequently will be cutoff will be reduced further. So अगर if you are at 249 or something, so 240 245 में आपका second list वाले जो बच्चे हैं उनका हो जाना चाहिए. ठीक है. So this is the list of IGDR first merit list for 2024 admissions. All 50 application numbers are there. Right, seats I have already shown you. Now let's just go through the instructions. So, okay. So all the students who are there in the very first merit list, all of you will receive your mail by 3rd of June, meaning by Monday. Because आज Friday है, later half में list release किया है, so there might be a little bit of delay. So you can expect the mail by Monday from IGDR. ठीक है. The first merit list are candidates are required to confirm their admission by 14th of June. Very important instruction. ठीक है. अब आपका नाम आ गया. What is the next step? The next step is to decide whether to accept the offer or not, whether to accept the proposal or not. Okay. So whatever you decide, whatever permutation combination you want to apply, you will have to confirm whether you want to secure your seat or not by 14th of June, which gives you 10 days, which is good enough time to decide on a decision. So please make sure you do that by 14th of June. Of course, agar aap pehle you're sure, pretty clear, crystal clear, then of course make sure you accept the offer ASAP. Okay. They will also be required to pay all the fees / deposit as mentioned in the offer letter by 14 June. ठीक है. तो जो ऑफर लेटर आपको आपके मेल पे आएगा बाय मंडे, आप प्लीज उसको थॉरोली पढ़ना. जो इंस्ट्रक्शन दिए गए हैं उनको स्टेप बाय स्टेप कंप्लीट करना, and then only your acceptance will be considered appropriate. ठीक है. I'll just take one question because the student says it urgent. SAU versus CDS, I have got SAU, so deciding if I should apply for CDS or not. Look, there is no major categorical difference between the two. Okay, SAU is a kind of an international university because of the South Asian countries. CDS, you get degree from JNU. If you feel कि वो वाला connect is important for you, कि JNU से degree आएगा and so on, and also you are comfortable relocating to Kerala, then you can go for CDS, or else SAU is sound enough, good enough, and recognized university. But of course, in both the cases, I can't say they have a good placement scenario. Okay, if that is what you're looking for. So if you have got your admission and if you're comfortable in Delhi with SAU, which is known for the research work and PhD, then you can go for that. If you're looking for placement, then none of the two universities honestly give you something to offer. Okay. Okay. Second point done. Let's go to third point. The lists have been prepared by taking into consideration reservation as indicated in the prospect. That's why I told you. That's why I always tell you कि जब भी analysis करो उसको in depth करो. ठीक है? They have mentioned you that they have considered all the reservation criteria. That's why I told you. I showed you the prospectus जहाँ पे उन्होंने category wise seats bifurcate की हैं. तो जो list है, that is inclusive of all the seats as per the categories which is supposed to be given and offered by the IGDR for their MSc course. ठीक है? So this is very important. Okay. बिकॉज काफी बच्चों को होगा कि इतने मार्क्स के बावजूद भी मेरा नहीं आया, सो दैट्स बिकॉज कि उनके पास एक पर्टिकुलर कैटेगरी में इतनी ही सीट्स हैं और वो सीट्स फिल हो चुकी हैं बिकॉज दे आर कीपिंग द बार वेरी वेरी हाई, राइट? इट्स नॉट, मतलब आई थॉट ऑफ सो, बिकॉज अगर वो इंटरव्यू कैंसिल कर रहे हैं देन दे आर लुकिंग सम फॉर सम टॉप लेवल क्राउड, एंड अकॉर्डिंग टू देम समहाउ द टॉप लेवल क्राउड इज डिफाइंड बाय द मार्क्स इटसेल्फ. ठीक है? यूजुअल टेंडेंसी भी यही होती है. यू डोंट गेट इनटू कि पेपर कितना इजी आया, कौन सा बच्चा किसी रीजन से नहीं अच्छा कर पाया. इट डजंट मैटर. एट द एंड ऑफ द डे द मार्क्स मैटर अकॉर्डिंग टू देम, सो दे हैव गॉन फॉर द हायर नंबर, and that's why the numbers, the at least 250 plus students are getting the offer in the very first list, not less than that. Okay, so that's a sudden change in the entire process. Okay, now when your classes begin, right? So once you secure admission and everything is done, your classes begin from the second week of August 2024. The exact date will be notified in the due course of time. Okay, so that's fine. In case of any vacancy, अब मुद्दे की बात फॉर ऑल दी अदर स्टूडेंट्स, ठीक है, जिनका नाम फर्स्ट लिस्ट में नहीं आया है. ठीक है? इन केस ऑफ एनी वैकेंसीज द सेकंड मेरिट लिस्ट will be displayed by IGDR during the third week of June. ठीक है? So they're keeping the process very simple and transparent for you. ठीक है? उन्होंने बोला क्योंकि 14th तो आपकी लास्ट डेट ऑफ एक्सेप्टेंस एंड रिजेक्शन है, करेक्ट, which is the second week, right? So once that window closes, then in the third week, if any, in any category, if any seat remains, then subsequently the second list will be released by IGDR. अगर सारी की सारी फिल हो जाती है, नो सेकेंड लिस्ट, मोस्ट लाइकली वो केस नहीं होगा, सेकेंड लिस्ट आएगी ही आएगी, बट द डिग्री ऑफ मार्क्स कमिंग डाउन वुड बी वेरी नैरो. ठीक है? So the degree of marks coming down will be very narrow for sure. So अगर हम यहाँ पे 249 की बातें कर रहे हैं तो 240 के नीचे तो भूल ही जाओ कि it will be possible, right? So that is one thing. Then of course selection criteria for admission of MSc during this program, आप यहाँ पे क्लिक करो, let's see क्या है. Okay, cool. This is another important document. ठीक है? जो basically they are defining how they come up with the entire process and everything. So nothing apart from that. Classes started from second week of August, right? So in terms of selection criteria, एक बार इसको पढ़ लेते हैं. Apart from that, if you have any query, just post it in the comment section. ठीक है? Okay, Tejasni says I got MSc Financial Economics. I did बेस में इट्स अ गुड ऑप्शन, इट्स अ गुड ऑप्शन, मोर ओवर इट्स डोमेन स्पेसिफिक. सो अगर आपको फाइनेंस में इंटरेस्ट है देन यू कैन डेफिनेटली गो फॉर इट. ठीक है? इट्स अ डिसेंट ऑप्शन, बट ऑफ कोर्स इट्स डोमेन स्पेसिफिक. तो आपको उसको सिर्फ तभी एक्सेप्ट करना चाहिए इफ यू हैव दैट इंटरेस्ट इन दैट पर्टिकुलर डोमेन. इफ यू हैव देन ऑफ कोर्स यू कैन गो फॉर दैट. So one query on IGDR, but urgent. JAM counseling, is there any chance of upgradation to IIT Delhi rank 16 in JAM? Because I heard that IIT does not release second list. Look, if any university is not releasing any second list or third list, that is not dependent on any strict rules कि हम नहीं लाएंगे. That is for sure. It is always dependent upon the fact कि seats वेकेंट हैं या फिल हो चुकी हैं. ठीक है? सो अगर ऐसा होता है कि उनकी सीट्स नहीं भरी हैं then of course they can come up, but honestly speaking the amount of seats which are there, hardly any seats would remain vacant. ठीक है? एक चीज बस ये हो सकती है कि जो बच्चों का आईटी दिल्ली में हुआ है उनका लेट्स से डी स्कूल में भी हो जाए और आईजीडीआर में हो जाए और समहाउ दे आर ऑफ अ व्यू कि ठीक है मेरे लिए डीएससी आईजीडीआर बेटर है एंड आई लीव माय सीट एट आईआईटी दिल्ली, तब जाके सिमिलरली सेकेंड लिस्ट आ सकती है. देयर इज चांस अपग्रेडेशन का, बट ऑनेस्टली आई वोंट रिलाई ऑन दैट. अगर मुझे रुड़की मिल रहा है आई वुड रेदर टेक दैट एज अ सेफ ऑप्शन एंड फोकस ऑन दैट, बिकॉज सीट वेकेंट होना, सेकेंड लिस्ट आना और उसमें भी नाम आना बहुत सारा प्रोबेबिलिटी है. सो आई कांट टेक दैट मच ऑफ अ चांस विद माय करियर पाथ एटलीस्ट. ठीक है. सो दैट इज समथिंग यू नीड टू कंसिडर. I don't see last cut off going less than at least 240 तो बिल्कुल ही नहीं जा रहा. क्या पता 245 पे वो वाइंड अप कर दे. यू नेवर नो. इट ऑल डिपेंड्स अपॉन द स्टूडेंट्स जो अभी आपसे आगे हैं. दीज 50 स्टूडेंट्स, whether they accept their offers or not, whether they move on to any other XYZ university or they accept it and stay at IGDR. ठीक है. It completely depend upon that. ठीक है. So that is about it. And then of course we were going through this. So the selection criteria, of course, the CUET may you must have appeared, and then after that you would have applied on the IGDR website through Google form that you have already done. Okay, the selection is based on the merit list prepared on the basis of CUET score. So no more, of course, interview, completely solely based on CUET PG Economics ka score, right? Okay. For the open, the merit list. Okay. The merit is prepared first for the open enrollment, then for the each category of the students with vertical and horizontal reservation after after excluding those in the first merit list in the open category. Okay, the vertical categories with reservation are only for general EWS, other categories. Okay, and then of course you have 5% relaxation PWD in each category. Okay. Agar if there is any tiebreaker, your class 12 score will be considered. Okay. ठीक है. एक important चीज ये है कि in case there is any sort of tiebreaker, then mathematics के marks in 12th standard will be considered. Okay. That is will be the first level of tiebreaker. That's quite interesting कि 12th के marks नहीं, 12th में भी maths के marks they will consider as a first level tiebreaker. Second level tiebreaker will be the percentage of total marks obtained in the 12th. फिर उसके बाद 12th के marks पे जाएंगे. Third level will be the 10th standard. So that's why everyone says 10th, 12th दोनों के marks matter करते हैं. At level 4, we will go by the date of birth, and the senior most person will be given the preferences. So it's sorted. Okay. Okay. So these are the documents. These are the important notices that they have shared. अगर आपको कोई भी doubt है, कुछ भी query है, just post it in the comment section. I am here for another 3-4 minutes. If there's anything, just feel free to post in the comment section. ठीक है. Okay. Meanwhile, I'll just open the application numbers so that in case any one of you want to just go through it. Okay. So I see IGDR doing the entire process very, very promptly, very smoothly at least, क्योंकि 2-3 दिन पहले आपने decision लिया to remove interview and now you have the first list. Manjari says IIT Roorkee और IIT Madras. Okay. अगर आप ओवरऑल सिर्फ आईआईटी के टैग पे जाते हो तो उसमें भी मद्रास इज कम्स अबव रुड़की ओवरऑल. ठीक है. अमंग द पैन इंडिया यूनिवर्सिटीज कॉलेजेस के उसमें जाओगे तो मद्रास कम्स समवेयर इन द टॉप 10 टॉप 15 इंस्टीट्यूशंस. ठीक है. बट ओवरऑल अगर आप नोटिस करो तो रुड़की हैज बीन ऑफरिंग एमएससी इकोनॉमिक्स सिंस 2021. ठीक है. ये जो कोर्स है जैम की वजह से जो आपको एडमिशन मिलता है आईआईटी रुड़की में, दैट हैज बीन देयर फॉर ऑलमोस्ट 4 years नाउ, whereas Madras started it last year going via GATE का आपका zone. So somehow Roorkee is kind of still favored when you talk about MSc Economics or Masters in Economics. So slightly Roorkee. Okay. ठीक है. Thank you so much, guys. And don't worry, there might be some more information that will make things more clear for you. ठीक है. they have tried to make it very simple and convenient for all of you. That's why they have not mentioned any category wise cutoff. Maybe वो अलग कोई document release करेंगे वहाँ पे they might just mention it. So no need to kind of ask anyone about their marks and accordingly. That's completely fine. Let IGDR issue the cutoffs as per respective category, and then it's more convenient for each one of you. क्योंकि तब आपको आइडिया मिलेगा कि बॉस इसमें अगर एक दो सीट्स कम होती हैं तो हाउ लोअर डाउन द मार्क्स कैन कम अप. ठीक है, क्या वो 245 या 240 तक जाएंगे कि नहीं. Okay, Rudra says IIT Delhi or DSC. DSC still commands market value when you talk about masters in economics. If you tell anyone in the industry masters in economics, they will always correlate it to Delhi School of Economics. So that market recognition valuation is still there for D School. Placement wise, of course, they have their own MX Audi on American Express name. So they still have that recognition. Slightly DSC then. यार नो लास्ट कट ऑफ अभी कोई आइडिया नहीं है. लेट इट कम, लेट्स सी. जैसे ही वो रिलीज करते हैं विल डेफिनेटली हैव अ सेशन कि किस कैटेगरी पे कितने मार्क्स पे कट ऑफ गया है, एंड देन वी कैन डिसाइड कि हाँ अगर सेकंड आता भी है तो कहाँ तक जा सकता है. Saptrishi says Gokhale population studies. Yeah, there are certain courses at Gokhale or any universities जहाँ पे number of courses domain wise offer होते हैं. For example, financial या your international population agri. एक point के बाद the decision relies on the fact, पहला of course आपका interest, दूसरा क्या वो कोर्स करने के बाद इज देयर एनी मार्केट वैल्यूएशन और रिकॉग्निशन ऑफ दैट कोर्स. ठीक है, सो इन पॉपुलेशन स्टडीज इट्स लिटिल लेस, एटलीस्ट इन आवर कंट्री. ठीक है, डेवी को फिर भी पिकअप कर रहा है. इंटरनेशनल स्टिल अबव दैट. ऑफ कोर्स फाइनेंशियल तो इट गिव्स यू both the markets of course the economics ones, the financial ones in terms of job opportunity. पॉपुलेशन वाले में थोड़ा ट्रिकी रहता है, बट एज अ सजेशन आप उनके एलुमनाई से बात करो. क्या पता वो शायद आपको कोई और वर्जन दे which might help you in deciding it. So that's how I would suggest. Okay guys, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for joining in. Best of luck for, of course, the second list if that comes out, and of course for all the other merit list, the first list for the respective institutions like D School, JNU, DTU, HCU. There are many number of institutions who wanna just start rolling out their first list maybe in a week's time frame. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. And of course, since you have joined, a humble request, if you could, just share about Arthur Point National Level Economics Olympiad among your friends, juniors, if possible, that they should come and give the Olympiad, which is scheduled for 8th, which is next Saturday. Okay. That's it for this session. We'll meet in subsequent sessions. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Take care.